According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2008, 274 total deaths were caused where at least one driver had blood alcohol content of 0.01% or above. This is why the Harding Prep located in northwest Oklahoma City did a simulation of drunk driving for their students in order to raise prevention in the future.
We had students from UCO nursing come and do their Grim Reapers project, which is based on their statistic that every 15 minutes someone is involved in an alcohol-related accident.
People are getting an email warning about bottle bombs. But it turns out this isn't an urban legend, but an email based on truth. News Central's Martin Bedoya tells us more.
Last week, Edmond police were called to a neighborhood in a 3400 block of Winding Creek Circle, where a bottle bomb had been found. These bombs have become a local danger, which can start in a simple place like a kitchen, since they are made from common household materials, such as vinegar and baking soda, and are usually put in a soda container.
It can really hurt you. It can blind you. It can, blow off your fingers. It can really be very, very harmful.
But the concern about this issue arises even more when one can go online and find hundreds of videos on different social networks in which young people show others how to make and operate one of these terrible bombs.
The Integris Cancer Institute of Oklahoma is doing something to celebrate the ones who suffered from the disease. News Central Martin Bedoya tells us more.
We all know that cancer is a cause of pain for many American families, but Integris has found a way to celebrate the life of those who suffered from this terrible disease. This took the shape of the 16th annual Celebration of Life and Art exhibit, which runs through July 16.
What's really unique about this exhibit is that each item, no matter what the media is, has a story about how cancer has affected their life, either personally or through a loved one.
Would you like to tie a blue ribbon on our tree for us, please? It's for Child Abuse Prevention Day.
Child abuse is a major problem in society that has been around for many years, and unfortunately does not seem to go away. In an effort to raise awareness about this topic, UCO hosted a Child Abuse Prevention Day.
We're putting blue ribbons on a tree that represents each child that has been abused or neglected.
The purpose is to call attention to child abuse in the state of Oklahoma, and it's a prevention campaign.
Oklahoma will not only be known for college football or NBA basketball, at least. That's what the Oklahoma History Center intends with their new exhibit. News Central Martin Bedoya tells us more.
The Oklahoma History Center opened last June the 12th their new exhibit, The Uncanny Adventures of Okie Cartoonists. This exhibit consists of an interactive, kid and adult-friendly environment full of cartoon illustrations in which Oklahomans have played a major role in the evolution of comic books, comic strips, and editorial cartoons.
Oklahoma's influence in comics or cartoons goes back to Chester Gould, who grew up in Pawnee and went to Oklahoma State University, and eventually moved to Chicago and worked for the Chicago Tribune as a cartoonist and developed the Dick Tracy cartoon, which is one of the one of the top cartoons of all time.
You might have seen how these athletes enjoyed the international experiences while contributing to our economy. Martin Bedoya tells us more.
The 2010 Sitting Volleyball World Championship gave Edmond not only international exposure, but also an economic boost. This event concluded on July 18 with the U.S. women's team winning the silver medal and qualifying for the 2012 Paralympic Games in London.
Oh, the tournament went great. No hitches, no hiccups, anything of that nature. All the countries really enjoyed themselves here in Edmond and here on the campus of UCO. At our closing ceremonies, the athletes were really appreciative. I even had one coach compare the games to the Sydney Paralympic Games. So it was a very, very big success. And for the Sitting Volleyball Worlds, as far as that goes, I think it went extremely well.
After Dark is a one-night outreach that comes to campuses once only like 5 to 10 years. Who made it all come together were all the volunteers. We have about, I would say, between like 50 and 100 volunteers who have helped us out, and whether they've come for 30 minutes one day or came for today.
I think it's awesome that they get a good, group of people and godly people to throw an event like this.
We're going to have Joe White speak.
He basically shares his testimony, how he came to know God and what God's done in his life, and goes around to different campuses and shares this compelling story.
I'm a grandpa, dude, and I love to write. And once a month, I'm going to send you an email, and I'm just going to encourage your socks off the way I do my kids, who are your age and older.
Edmond is one of the cities in Oklahoma known for its affluence and for its high levels of education. But people tend to forget that over 5% of families in Edmond live below the poverty line. Poverty's impact is felt perhaps more among children by affecting their young self-esteem. While in some cases, poverty among families in Edmond is situational as a result of fluctuations in the economy or unemployment, in other cases it is generational, persisting for a long time within certain families. But there is one organization that helps the children of these families. Its name is You Are Special.
The way You Are Special began is this. A woman walked into my law office in 1993, very excited about a plan she had, which was to provide unique, one-of-a-kind, brand new outfits, head to toe, for needy children here in our community.
When you have to go tell parents that their kid's never coming home again, it just strikes a nerve.
I've lost some friends and family members to drinking and driving.
Think about what you're doing. There's so much more in life.
Don't be the one. Don't be the one that has somebody that looks like me coming to your parents' house to make that notification.
Be careful of the choices you make. This ain't no joke.
I graduated high school, I'm like, well, let's see what happens. And then I went to this Air Force recruiter's office. I always thought, like, okay, military would be my last option if I run out of options completely. I left Detroit in 2005, got stationed down here over at Tinker. I did 3 years, Air Force, flew on AWACS, had a nice time, some pretty bad times, just like any other job, but that's how I ended up in Oklahoma.
They amazed by me, waiting for me to blow to stand on stage by me. I place my rage into each page contain.
As a hip hop artist, listening to his stuff, it's different. I like it. It's not like typical hip hop, and I think it's gonna go places.
From my mind, in lieu of the drama, I realized that I remain blessed.
The mix between what would happen if somebody from the 90s got dropped in today's music industry.
I was born to do, you can just settle for the best. Trying to do work like Spike Lee and Kobe. Got my mama banging my music, it's not because she know me. I'm fatal.
It's just something about being in front of a mic, knowing that you got some stuff like you want to get off your head. It seems like at certain points the mic becomes the actual person.
I got talent like this, with these hits I invent. You don't need evidence to prove the fact that I'm wicked, that I'm naturally.
I'm just looking to really chase my dream, long story short.
If you keep trying to test me, while the Lord's trying to bless me, you will find out what it's like to feel like a chest. I shut it down.
Check. Check.
I want people to look at my overall life and go, you know what? He did what he was sent here to do. He did what he felt like he was born to do.
I put emotions in my music. I put emotions in the beat. I put emotions in my lyrics. So I feel emotion every time I speak into this mic. I put emotions in my music. Yeah. I put emotions in the beat.
Sound check.
I put emotions in my lyrics.
Let's go.
So I feel emotion every time I speak
Okay.
into this mic. I've been through a lot, but it seems like I still got a lot lying ahead of me. Can't spot it all with the naked eye. So
My influences are anybody and everybody that makes music and love making music and not afraid to be themselves while they're making their music.
Name of this next track is called Heavy Hitter.
Yeah. Detroit, stand up. Penny Pass, stand up. Freshwater, stand up. Shadow Castle, stand up. Stand up. It's on. Yeah. It's on. Look, I'm a heavy hitter. I'm a go-getter. C.Y. certified flame spitter. I'm a heavy hitter. I'm a go-getter.